All right, you guys, I'm running out of ideas here, so I thought I'd rehash some old ones that I wrote down in the past because I wrote down a lot more stuff years ago than what I've said in videos recently. Did you ever consider that, yes, there are two teams in reality? There's Team Evil, which is unequal. It's a hierarchy of least offensive to worst offensive. So that's Team Evil. And then you got Team Good, which is all equals with one another. All right. So if good people meet one another, then they're just instantly friends. You know, they get to know each other like, hey, you're a good person, you know? Let's get along, let's have fun, let's do things. But on this world, you got apparently hundreds of countries, and they all use diplomacy to try and establish relationships and alliances with one another. If you're trying to establish alliances, if you're competing and bribing and manipulating and coercing each other into alliances and stuff like that, it means that you're not good. Yeah? It means you're evil. Because good people wouldn't debate and negotiate resources and stuff like that. Not heated negotiations or anything. They might discuss and make gentle agreements for exchange of resources and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there and be enemies and threatening each other with war and tariffs and all kinds of crap and stuff like that. It's basically like to Canada, for example. When America puts up tariffs on your products and stuff like that, it means that you're not really friends. You're not really close friends, you know? Like you're not on the same level, you know? Because true friends are good people that are equals. Evil is a hierarchy of unequal filth, you know? Friends meet each other on equal ground, you know? So Canada and the Commonwealth, for example, they don't have friends. They just use one another. They manipulate, they coerce, they lie, they cheat, they molest. That's the way of the Commonwealth. It always has been. You know, so it's like, well, that's about all there is to say, you know? Like if this world, if you look at it, it's a bunch of countries all competing and fighting and arguing and stuff like that because you can't reach equal ground with one another because you're a hierarchy of least offensive to worst offensive, which means you're on Team Evil. Maybe you should try to be good. Maybe.